Our fellow creatives. It's such an honor to be here with you today. My name is Catherine Fassada. I am a filmmaker and a producer. And it is an honor for me to talk about Black resistance and the role of Black art and film in Black resistance. Yeah. Well, to start with, I would like to acknowledge all the creatives who came before us. All of those, the pioneers, those who lent their voices, all of those who paved the ways for us, those who in the face of adversity persevered. They continually lent their voices, and through their work, through their pen, through their cameras and the artists and their artistry, they continue to challenge injustice, to redefine culture and assert the richness of our heritage. And also to the artists who are here present, the filmmakers and all the writers. And I just want to salute you for your courage in continuing with this legacy. I also want to encourage you to let you know that your work is not just entertainment. It is an act of resistance. Your work is a beacon of truth and a force for transformation. What exactly is Black resistance? When we talk about Black resistance, what is it? For me, I think Black resistance is our refusal to be wiped out. It is our refusal to be othered. It is our refusal to be stereotyped and muted. For me, Black resistance is not just about survival. It is about thriving. It is about reclaiming our history and building a future where Black people are empowered and celebrated, where we refuse to just shut up and play, but rather we demand our seats at the table. Black resistance is woven into our very fabrics. From the moment that our people were taken against their will, shoved onto ships and taken to foreign lands, the resistance started. Mm-hmm. They resisted through the songs that they brought from the motherland. They resisted through their languages, the languages that they refused to let go of. They resisted through storytelling, and those stories helped them to hold on to the essence of their identity in the face of a system that sought to erase their Africanness. Today, we continue the legacy of resistance through art and film. Our creative works are more than just artistic endeavors. They are declarations of our existence, of our defiance, and our power. Our works challenge Western narratives about us, reclaiming our stories and voices, and demanding space in places where we have been historically shut out. With every brushstroke, in every movie frame, in every lyric, and every line of dialogue, we assert our presence and affirm our humanity. That, my brothers and sisters, is Black resistance. Historically, Black artists and filmmakers have been at the forefront of social change. Whether it be the Harlem Renaissance of the 1920s and the 1930s, where writers, poets, musicians shattered stereotypes and redefined what it meant to be Black in America. Or maybe during the civil rights movement, when the music of Nina Simone became the sound for the revolution. Fast forward to today, we have filmmakers like Ava DuVernay, Ryan Coogler, and Mati Diop, who continue to push boundaries, using cinema to tell stories that not only entertain, but educate, empower, and resist oppression. From 12 Years a Slave to Black Panther, from Queen and Slain to The Woman King, we continue to see how film provides a platform to rewrite history, highlight our triumphs, and confront the injustice that still persists. Similarly, Black visual artists like Kehinde Wiley, who created the official portrait of the first Black American president, Barack Obama, create art that challenge racial hierarchies and celebrate Black identity. Our resistance is alive in the literature and spoken words of creatives like the late great Maya Angelou. It is alive in our fashion, in our digital art, and in every creative space we occupy. When we see Black superstars like Beyonce, Rihanna, and Michelle Obama rocking Ankara designs at the biggest stages in the world, that is called Black resistance. What these women are doing is using their celebrities to make room for African fabrics and fashion on the biggest stages, where we have always had to conform to Western standards to fit in. No longer can we be told that our fabrics are not fit for these spaces, because Beyonce, Michelle, Rihanna, Now, Black resistance through art and film is not just confined to the North American continent. It is global. Whether it is Nollywood, which has defined African cinema by creating film for Africans by Africans, or South African artists who are leading movements of cultural pride, or Black British filmmakers redefining their representation in European cinemas. Our stories transcend borders. Yet, despite the undeniable impact of our work, we still face barriers to funding, to distribution and recognition. The struggle for ownership, agency, and control over our narrative continues. This is why we must collectively champion Black-led production companies, invest in Black artists, and we must demand inclusion not as a favor, but as a right. In Canada, for an African filmmaker to make a bigger budget film, you must have a white production company behind you. This is how we have lost our IPs and been historically kept out of rooms where decisions are made. For producers like myself, who refuse to bow to the status quo, we continue to fight to make one feature film every 6 to 8 years.